Hey guys, welcome to hemorrdroids.net. It's Andy again. Curiosity has got the better of me, and I've got myself a Motorola Razr to take a look at. So I'm going to do the unboxing with you. Sorry, there we go. So it's your fairly standard dual core 1.2 GHz, 8 megapixel camera, 1.3 megapixel front facing. It's got a slightly higher res of 540 by 960. As usual, I've not opened it without you. Yeah, at 256 pixels per inch, so it's not a bad density. Come on. It's quite a nice box, quite a good design. So there we have the Razr in its home. Now the selling point of it is the ultra thin design, and that does feel very thin. And it's kind of the reverse of the Samsung. Quite tight in there. There we go. It's kind of the reverse of the Samsungs. The Samsungs have the thicker wedge at the bottom, but this has the thicker wedge at the top. Look. It feels quite nice in the hand though. Those that don't like the Samsung cheap, as they say, the cheap and plasticky feel, definitely this doesn't feel cheap and plasticky. It does feel quite solid. It weighs in at I think 127 grams with battery and everything, so it's not as light and as like the Galaxy S, for example, the S2. Sorry. So I'll finish off looking through the box as usual. So we have the charger, the earphones, all fairly usual stuff. Charge me up, make sure I'm fully charged before you start. I don't think that really matters so much these days, and in fact it looks like the battery might already be in. So just move all this out of the way. Oopsie daisy, nearly knocked the studio down. So let's have a look around. We've got USB and HDMI on the top. That's interesting, HDMI, as well as the earphone jack, obviously. So I presume that means there's nothing on the bottom. That is very thin looking bottom of the phone. I believe this is the bit where the micro SIM goes. Here's me again. I'm going to end up breaking it before. Well, there we go. So it flops out. So I think that's where the micro SIM goes, and the micro SD card will go in there as well. It can take up to 32 gig, as you would expect. On the other side, so we've got the volume rocker. As it's here's me going around. It's got it all on the actual front of the device. So the volume rocker's on the side here, along with the power button. There's the camera, and then I guess that's a mic for noise cancellation. Okay, so let's see if the battery is in. Oh, you see the front facing camera. Yep, it looks to be powering up. Let's get this cover off. Now the screen does look quite nice at first glance. I will own up at this point, I'm not a big Motorola fan. I've never owned one before, not even the Milestone, which was very popular. The Droid, to those of you from across the pond. So while that's booting, let's have a look, comparing it to this is a Galaxy Nexus on the right. They actually look very similar sizes. Really. Not much between them. Anyway, oops. Okay, so I've logged into a variety of different accounts. Get to know your device. Touch and hold. Yeah, come on. So here we are. Now, like I said, I've never had a Motorola device, so not entirely sure what to expect from. It certainly feels responsive enough. And it's presented quite nicely. So I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting to like a Motorola device, but that's the microphone at the bottom I just noticed. I don't know if you can see that just by the home, just there by my thumb. It does seem pretty snappy generally. Obviously not much to see. That's a pretty quick shutter release. Apart from there, it waited to focus, which is fine. It's better than just snapping it. It is very slick, actually. I'm quite impressed. It's got a good feel. I like thin and light phones. It has a definite thin and light phone, but it does feel a little bit top heavy, although it wouldn't, you know. Sorry, just playing about there. So, oh goodness, I'm getting dust over it already. Whoa, what happened there? Let's see. So, anyway, that was it really, just a quick look at the Razr. I'll get a review done at some point during the week. I suppose I should point out, it's got the TV animation off. The titanium back cover I should point out as well. Actually it feels, that's where you can kind of hear the text. But it feels quite nice. It feels slightly rubbery. It's a good texture. Although the edges are a little bit slick. And I can already see the screen being quite a dust magnet. But yeah, all round quite impressive actually. Look at that, dearie me. So, there we have it. Just see how. Okay, that's fairly normal. It's not like TouchWiz, which is a bit of a snazzier. See the dialer as well, I suppose. So it does the auto search when you start dialing as well. Yeah, it seems quite nice. Well, there we are. It's the Motorola Razr. I'll get more to you when I can. My name's Andy, hemorrdroids.net.